Hi guys, it's Eric.
And Adam. And for today's video, we're going to get a little bit more serious just because we wanted to discuss life being parents. So yeah, but before we get into that, we actually got some awesome gifts for our dogs, Mondo and Cashew from Barkbox. And Barkbox is the sponsor for today's video. Yay!
Thank you, Barkbox.
And Cashew and Mondo actually got some help from our girls to do a little unboxing. Yeah.
Are you ready for this, Cashew?
Cashew, what's in there?
Mondo, this is for you too. You better come over.
Barkbox is a monthly delivery of innovative toys, all-natural treats, and crazy dog joy, always built around a surprise theme for dogs and dog parents to enjoy. Barkbox knows you love your dog like family, so they designed all toys in-house with the very best materials, like stomach-safe t-shirt rope, spiky ball cores, and dozens of innovative squeakers. All right.
Cashew!
Oh my gosh, oh my gosh, oh my gosh.
It's like, oh.
Are you excited, Cashew?
Oh. Oh.
Cashew, we have to unwrap it. Barkbox's all-natural treats and chews are made and produced with meat sourced in the USA and Canada, and never any soy, corn, or wheat. They have free shipping to anywhere in the contiguous United States, and Barkboxes are a $40 value with plans starting at $22 a month. And they have 1, 6, and 12-month plans available. Celebrate your dog with Barkbox. It's like the joy of 1,000,000 belly scratches delivered directly to your door.
Here you go. Good job. Give that to Cashew. Give that to Mondo.
Oh.
Okay.
And Cashew got it. Oh gosh.
You can give that to Mondo. You can give that to Cashew. Oh, you got a little nervous. It's okay.
Good job, Everest. Good job, Mondo.
Here you go.
Yay! For a free extra toy with Barkbox, visit barkbox.com/McHusbands when you subscribe to a 6 or 12-month plan. You'll receive an extra toy for a total of 3 toys in every box, which is an additional $9 value added to each box for free.
So thank you, Barkbox, so much for sponsoring this video. I personally have been so curious about Barkbox for so long, so I'm so happy that we were able to try you guys out, and we are going to continue it as well because we love it.
Hello, did you see how happy Cashew Mondo was?
It was awesome. Like Cashew, especially, he was a little ridiculous. Like he had never gotten anything in his life before. Right. And he's like, I never get anything. And P.S. Cashew totally talks like a prepubescent boy and like has cracks in his voice. Yep. That's his voice. So he was always like, hey guys, what are you doing? So yeah, he was excited.
Oh yeah, he couldn't decide which toy to go to. He was just like this.
And even afterwards, he like spent a good hour like going through each toy. Like, so moving on to today's topic of discussion, and that is basically just what has life been like for us being parents, especially to twins. Yeah, do you want to start it off?
Like, this is going to be interesting because usually I don't portray myself, I suppose, in like a serious light a lot of the times just because I like to be zany and make myself laugh and just like view the world through a child's eyes. But it's hard to do that when you have children of your own and you have to view the world through adult eyes because a child, whatever. Anyways. Yeah, life as parents, we kind of touched base on this in some of the blogs we wrote for our website, which if you haven't read those, you can just go to McHusbands.com and we're going to keep writing some more blogs.
Yeah.
But there's just so many pressures that I feel.
Yeah, no, I think it's not just us. I think it's definitely a generic feeling of parents, especially in today's society, of everything out on social media.
Yeah.
And there's just so many ideas and there's so many opinions of how people should parent that it affects you and you can't help it. And, you know, I think we've been really positive of how we have parented and how we've gone about it, and, you know, kind of just we are who we are, and we're not different from anyone else, but maybe we do things a little different than certain people, but it's not out of the normal because other people do it. It's just not as socially aware. Do you know what I mean?
Not really. You lost me way back on like stop number 2. I'm like, we're at stop 15. I'm completely lost.
Well, because I think that people are like, oh, you need to do X, Y, and Z in order for A, B, and C to happen. And it's not necessarily like that, because I think the way that we have parented is very much listening to what our girls want and need at the time. So maybe they haven't gotten their speech as clearly as some other 2-year-olds, and that's okay, because
That's a big...
other things have happened and they have increased in others' topics.
That's a big pressure, I feel, is the whole speech
Because you're
thing.
with them most of the time.
And so I feel like it's my fault. And people already have a preconceived idea about me as a parent because of my personality. Because I am fun and zany and kooky, and just like that's how I always have been, and I don't plan on changing that just because I have become a parent. So people already have this idea about me that I'm not fit to parent, or won't be prepared to parent, or...
And whether or not they're just joking about it or they're serious or whatnot, it still affects you. I don't know. I just think when you're a parent, you get a lot more, you're a lot more sensitive about certain subjects than you would normally be.
I think it depends on who is saying it.
True. Especially when people are close to you and you...
My friends have
confide in
been
them.
great. I don't think my friends have really made me feel like I'm inadequate as a parent. Other people have.
Family members have.
It's basically almost exclusively family members that have made me feel this way, but it is what it is.
But I think you also have, unfortunately, have gotten that your entire life just because of the way you view life and the way that you are a little more childlike and a little more free, I guess, with your emotions and feelings and connection to that carefree side. And I think it's not normal, whatever that word means, but I don't know. I think when people see the way that you view life, they're not thinking it's bad, but almost I think that they're a little bit jealous just because they see the way you view things and they're like, wow, that's such an awesome way to view the world, to view it in a sense of joyous, carefree, childlike when you're an adult. And I think that's really hard for some people to understand because they take life so seriously that when they see you, that you do take things seriously, but you make a lot of fun out of things. And that's, one of the main things that I love about you is that you have that mentality and you remind me every day to not be so serious about things, because I tend to be very serious about things. I know that. That's how I've grown up. And even my friends, even in high school, have always been like, oh, you need to let loose a little more. You need to be a little more carefree. So I have strived my whole life to have that aspect in my life. And so when I met you, it was just as clear as day as I need you in my life for the rest of my life, because I need that. And so when people are introduced to that, or people see you as that, they are just kind of, I don't know, it's not a normal thing. And I don't think it's a bad thing whatsoever. I think it's a great thing. And I think people almost don't know what to do with it because they don't consider it to be normal.
Well, and I think this preconceived idea that people have about me has kind of been embedded into my mind. And so, I wrote a blog on our website about my first solo outing with the girls. And it took me so long to have the courage to do a solo outing with the girls. Meanwhile, I feel like I'm depriving them of so much stuff because lack of a better way to put it, I ain't got the balls to go out and do stuff with them because I'm so... I guess, aware of how I might be perceived as a parent. And although, like, and I have this fear that people will think because I'm like fun and zany or something, that they won't think that I'm fit for a parent. And then I'll get like child services called on me. I'm actually like.
Yeah, no, I'm laughing because of the truth behind that. As a gay parent, I think we are always aware of how we're perceived. I think not because...
We have to be for like our protection.
Exactly. It's weird, and I was hoping that I wouldn't feel this way as a parent, but I feel it when I'm out in public with him. I feel like we kind of get not special attention, but I think eyes are on us a little more.
Yeah.
It doesn't help that our girls are cute AF, but I think that when society sees things that aren't what they're accustomed to or what they haven't been introduced to, it's very easy for them to gawk and for them to judge and for them to look and for them to take in what they're seeing. And it might not be a negative thing, but it's just something that as parents we see it a lot, and every time we go out in public, I feel that. And it's not, they don't know us from Adam, they don't know what we're doing, but
and like we've been fortunate enough to not really get much critique or anything from strangers in person.
Yeah, no, we haven't.
It doesn't help that we have kind of shared our whole journey of parenthood on social media. Majority of the comments and messages and everything that we get are extremely positive, and it means so much to us. I think for especially me, because I doubt myself so much in this role. But yeah, like, and I guess the preconceived idea of me that we were mentioning earlier, that has kind of like, so through this journey of being a parent, I would say that I've had 2 or 3 mental breakdowns where I just like am so overwhelmed and just like consumed in thoughts of inadequacy, basically. And I guess it's like those initial feelings before I even became a parent that I wouldn't be a good parent or fit to be a parent or something like. And I don't cry easily. And like the last few times that I've cried is because of me being a parent and things just getting to me. Like, am I depriving them? Am I doing that? Like, am I giving them what they deserve? Because I think they deserve the entire world. And I'm like, there's so much. And I think a lot of parents feel this way, but I like feel this added pressure. And like the whole like social,
because we put ourselves out there.
Yeah, the whole social media thing adds a pressure because it's like
it really does.
But we enjoy sharing our story and our journey and our family, like, and
we're not doing this to be like, woe is us.
Oh God, no.
Give us like sympathy or anything. We're doing this because when we started this journey, we always said that we would be truthful of how things are, portray life as how it is, and I think we've been really great at that. But there are these aspects that we aren't consistently sharing, like this feeling of what we're talking about right now. So,
well, it's like I don't really want to share the breakdowns or anything. One, because I don't want it to come across for like clickbait or views or anything like that, and that like feels a lot of the times what creators will do. And plus, I just want the memories to be, for me, I want them to be positive because this is a positive experience. And I don't want, like, I just don't think it's needed. It's like having a photo album and having, like, a whole section of, like, pictures of you crying. Like, what's the point? You know what I mean? Like, I guess that's kind of the way I see it.
We just want to make sure that we make everyone out there aware that are feeling the same things that we are, that you're not alone. So us saying it is saying that, hey, we know that there's other people out there that feel the same things we do. We hope there are. And we have had people, part of our McFamily, express that they have felt the same. So it's kind of like we just want to make sure that you all know that you're not alone and that what you're feeling is normal. And I think what we're feeling is normal.
I would love to know, because with this video going up, I will probably be putting a little blog about kind of this whole subject on our website. And we have comments on our website. Yay! So, so if you want to comment about the situation, head over to McHusbands.com and look out for the blog that is going to be some way relating to this. But I would love to know if a lot of parents also like have difficulty or find it hard to not compare your child to other children and their progress, because I feel that, like, I don't want to compare the girls, but it's like really hard to, and it's like a pressure as a parent. Like, your kid has to know, like, ace the ACT and SAT or whatever those freaking tests are by the age of like 5, and you know what I mean? Like, it's just like, and I don't know, and I just want them to be kids, but then, like, am I doing enough as a parent? There's just so many things that go on in your head, like.
And to that, you know, I just went to New York for a work trip, and I met up with one of my really good friends, and she has a daughter that is probably 3 months younger than the girls, and she can count to 10. She knows her alphabet. And when I was talking to Adam about, like, oh, you know, she does this and she does that, he was getting a little upset.
I instantly, when he said that, I instantly got mad, and I was like, I
don't want to hear about it. But I'm like, no, I'm saying it because I think that's awesome. And maybe, and I even said there are things that she doesn't do that our girls do. So it's very much, you know, like, society is so like, you need to know your ABCs. You need to know how to count to 10. You know, you need to know your colors. But I think there's a whole nother aspect of things to learn that they will get that stuff eventually. Like, whether they get it now at 2 or 2.5, it really doesn't matter in the grand scheme of things, to be honest.
I'd be interested to know, like, when we got all that stuff. Granted, it's not documented because it was in like 200 BC, but.
Yeah. But it's just like.
And also, like, I wasn't getting mad when you told me that. I wasn't getting mad because I was mad at the other child's success. I'm more mad at me as a parent not being able to do that for my child.
Yeah.
That's where the feelings come from. So it's just like.
And there are other things that. So, for example, Shanti, which is extremely famous on, he's a celebrity, he's an influencer.
He's a fitness mogul.
Fitness mogul. And he has twin boys, and they are just like through the roof with like all of their stuff that they do. But then we take a step back and we're like, it's just the two of us. We don't have a nanny. We don't have the money to put them in daycare, really. We don't have those things. And he has all of these people around him that support him, that, you know, watch them while they're away and constantly educate them, and like, they've got schools. So we have to look at those aspects too.
It is one thing I have to remind myself, that like, it has been Eric and me almost exclusively the whole time since the girls have been born.
Especially moving out here.
We haven't had nannies, babysitters, daycare, just because we're trying to be frugal. Like, it's just been us. And we don't have family out here. We have friends out here, but I will admit that I'm a little bit of a control freak, and I would like things done my way with my children. And I've seen and witnessed people that have visited us go against things I ask, and that comes back to like not respecting me as a parent type of thing, or maybe me as a person, and I don't know. I'm just looking out for the girls, and then I'm like, okay, well, we have to do everything because we want everything done like the best way for the girls, but then like, am I doing the best thing for the girl? It's just,
yeah, it's a lot, and it's just so interesting bringing up kids today as opposed to when we grew up. I just think it's so because we have social media that we didn't have when we were growing up. And so I think it's just people expect what they see.
Yeah, I wonder if my parents felt the pressures I feel because they weren't exposed to a bunch of other people's child,
they only
especially
knew what
celebrity
they
children or
knew
something like.
in their group or
Yeah.
their upbringing.
Yeah.
And today we're exposed to so much more of how others raise children.
Which is great.
Other people.
But then it can also get in your head. Like,
yeah.
Anyways.
So I think what we're trying to say here, we've talked about a lot here, but I think it's just important to remember that you aren't alone in your feelings, A, and that there are always other people. No, to me too, because even though I don't let it affect me as much, I still feel them.
Have you had any breakdowns since they've been born?
No. Not the way you have. But I'm a little more... I show my emotions on my sleeve a little more than you, I think. So
yeah, I get it bottled up and then it explodes.
Yeah. And I think I just express myself a little more consistently.
And I think it's hard for me too because I'm with the girls all the time that I don't want them to see me in that way, I guess. Like, I don't want them to think that I don't like being their parent or they make me upset or like... I don't want them to see. I don't really get angry, so that's not an issue. And
that's funny that he says that because they're not even 2 yet.
What am I?
I don't remember anything before the age of 3.
Neither do I. Neither do I. So maybe I'm completely overthinking this and like, yeah, it sounds about right.
Oh geez, if we feel this way now, imagine how we're going to feel when they get older and they can actually express how they feel to us. And they're like, we don't like you doing this.
Well, then I won't feel the pressures of their speech progress.
Touche.
Yeah. Anyways, this video is going to be like 10 hours long, so we should probably end it. And if you like this discussion thing, I mean, we just been laying on the ground and chatting with you, but... if you like this and want us to chat about it more or something, then let us know.
Yeah, I think we should definitely be patting ourselves on the back for
everywhere.
A lot of the things that we have done and the way that they are currently. So I think a lot has to be said for that. So we shouldn't feel as much pressure as we are putting on ourselves. We sincerely love all of you, and we love sharing all aspects of our lives, even the part that we are a little nervous to share just because we don't know how people are going to react. But yeah, thank you for watching. If you do like this, remember to subscribe.
Well, shoot, if you made it all the way to the end of this video, congrats to you.
Right?
But yeah, give us the thumbs up. And and check out our website and leave a comment on the blog for this video if you want to chat. And we comment back and everything. It's wonderful.
Ooh,
so
it's so nice to be in touch with you guys again.
I know.
We're so excited.
No, gotta love comments back. Well, not back. I mean, they began in a whole new world. So,
but we'll see you guys soon. And yeah,
we'll see you guys soon. Okay, 3.
Hey guys! Glad you could make it to the end of the video.
If you want to check out our last video we uploaded, click here. And if you want to do some binge watching, check out this playlist here.
And remember to follow us on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. 3!